Hi guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. I'm Khadijah if you're new here. So the first thing I start out with is this La Mer moisturizing cream. It's very thick and it just like feels so good on my skin. So that's just like a nice base that I like to start my layers with. Next I go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Primer Face on the Go. It's like this pink bottle. And I can say this genuinely does like do a good job of like making a shield so that I do have like an even smoother base because my skin is very textured. I have texture on my forehead, on my nose, and under my lip. And of course on my cheeks, but like I feel like these are the major areas that I feel like my texture is very pronounced. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this Dior. I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hand because I feel like that's just like the most seamless way I can like pick up the product. And like I said, this is just for an everyday, so that's why I do it like this. And I'm gonna use a second kind. I'm gonna put this all over. A second like color, like a little bit of a darker color, because I feel like this one is a little bit lighter for me. In the summertime it worked, but it doesn't work by itself anymore. Now I'm using the Saint Laurent Bare Look Tint, and in my opinion this is like I would say medium to full coverage. I know it says like bare look, but I feel like it does do a great job of like evening out your skin tone. So if you are just wanting like that skin finish, I will lean more towards the Dior Backstage. I just take it, and any product that I have, I like to drag it down to my neck too. But I just like blot and like grab it. Now I'm going in with my CoverGirl True Blend concealer. This concealer dries so fast. I'm going back in with the Bare Look Tint, and I'm gonna mix it with this CoverGirl concealer, and I'm gonna pull all this up too. I feel like for the girlies like with a rounder face, we like to give like a more snatched, like even the girls without. I feel like that snatched face right now is so in. Everybody who's been removing their buccal fat, it's like allergies. Boom, we have the Triple Fix. This is the full coverage brightening concealer. So I guess this is the brand. I've actually never heard of this brand. This is also a gift. My sister, she just like, she worked at Sephora, so she just has like all this gratis and stuff. But this is the L.YS. I've never heard of this brand, so I'm actually gonna look into it. But I have been using this for my contour. So I'll put like 2 to 3 dots right there. This honestly is so pigmented. Like the product really like shows up, so I try not to overdo it. And then I'll do one little line on my nose. Boom. I use the same brush for foundation that I've used for everything to blend, because personally I just like how the product will like not be so intense if you're using the same brush you use for foundation. That's just like a personal preference thing. I like how it like mixes. Like, do you see how like I have a little bit of contour, but it's not too like in your face or like what the hell. Granted, it might not be showing up as pronounced on camera because like, you know, camera like takes away like from like the application. That's why a lot of people like they'll, you know, they apply their makeup heavier if they know they're taking pictures, or like they'll just like use like deeper shades. But honey, I'm going to work, so. And this is just like my everyday get ready vibe. Just because like whenever I have like been going out recently, I like to get myself together and pull myself together. They always say like if you, I need to put mute my phone. They always say like if when you look good you feel good, and I'm like the number one, like I believe in that 100%, because like there's like those days that like I don't get ready and I'm like, okay, but like why did you do this to yourself? Now all day you're like moping around, you don't want to be seen, you don't want to do this and that, when you can literally just like look great and feel great. So there's that. Now with my nose, I'm going to go in and just kind of blend that away on the tip of my nose. I have a longer nose. My nose is very pronounced. It like comes down, comes like towards like my lips. So I do like to just like snatch it. And I know that like button trick nose, but honestly, I did it before and I honestly haven't done it in a while. If you guys want to see me like do that next time, just for kicks and giggles, just to see what's up, I'll do it. I'm using this, I'm pretty sure this is my Revolution powder. So I like to pull it in as like tight as I can. Like literally it looks like my nose is like being pinched by powder. Because like I said, it just gives it that more like snatched look. Like while my powder is setting and stuff like that, I like to do my brows. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade, and I'm just gonna follow like my brow shape. And I like that this Ingot eyeliner brush is just so thick. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of the, where is it at? Maybelline Eraser Corrector. I'm gonna use that under, and I'm gonna mix a little bit of that with the Bare Lick as well, because I just feel like I don't have necessarily the perfect shade for cleaning up my brows. My concealer earlier, because I already like pulled it down, so I'm just blending it into my eye, my eyelid. This Charlotte Tilbury situation. If you love Charlotte Tilbury, this is the Airbrush Flawless Finish. This is the Warrior 2 by Juvia's. And I'm gonna take this brush right here. This is e.l.f. Ultimate Blending. And I'm gonna pick up the shade Dora. It's like a pink peachy vibe. And I always like tap the product a little on the back of my hand just to be sure. But I start at my cheeks, and then I'm like literally putting it straight up to my temples, because like I said, you want to do that like lift and snatch and like literally blend it up. Now we're gonna take this RT400 brush, and I'm using Yodel and Kafuru. It's these two browns in the corner. I'm blending them together to get like a nice bronze look. So I like to go in right here where my cheek kind of like has like a dip in it. You can kind of see it's like almost like very natural. And I'm gonna place it there, and I'm gonna position it to go upward into my temples and around my forehead. When I do a sleek back look, my forehead looks incredibly large, so I like to kind of act like it's not as large. But also, I feel like the way you do like your baby hairs can change that. So shit, I might change my baby hairs so I don't look as big. And then I'm gonna take this. It's similar to the other Morphe brush that I use. This is the M513. And I'm gonna take the Yodel and I'm gonna drag it down my nose. I don't use the Kafuru because I feel like that one's like very dark for my nose. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this like nice everyday makeup look. It's super quick, easy. Honestly, that took me like 20 minutes. So I hope you guys are loving it, and definitely stay tuned to my next video because I'll be posting very soon. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, and I will see you next time. Bye.